Alright, this is Kris here with my GME1012 midterm check-in video. Um, my game has a rather rudimentary start screen, as you can see. Nothing too crazy. It's something I would like to improve on, but functionally it does start the game. Starting off, I'll move my mouse out of the way. We begin in just a simple little house area. I'd like to have a little bit more going on here. Maybe some like dialogue prompts, kind of leading into a story. Um, and the player is free to move around. I do have the player character locked to a grid-based movement, so there is no way for the player to kind of get off of that. Walls aren't able to be moved past. Classic just grid movement here. NPCs you also cannot move past, but if you go up to them and hit the spacebar, which is my interact button, apparently it occasionally will have a message appear off the screen. So I'm seeing that there's something to improve on already. So, basic little text box there. The visuals have a lot of room for improvement. And then we have our last one up here. Who is Frank? As of right now, there's no secrets or hidden anything here. These chests, sadly, are as well not interactable, but I'd like to have them have a few fun little items inside so the player can collect them. As you go down, you leave into the main town. I've made it so that, there's a fair bit of area accessible. I do not have the inn ready yet, but you would begin to explore, head outside of the town walls. Oh, there's enemies over there. We can, luckily, if we choose, just avoid it completely and begin exploring around. Now, the one secret I will be honest about is that with my current map, there is not full set of collision. So you can, in fact, walk around everywhere. Definitely something to address preemptively. I am already aware of that fact. So there's a lot of open space here. Hopefully there'd be a little bit more NPCs added to it. That's definitely a goal of mine. So if we head over to this enemy and we talk to him, he'll mention, oh, it's time for a fight. The minute you try to walk away or move, it will take you to the battle combat screen. Here is where a combat would go on, maybe a tutorial of combat to say like, hey, these are the commands you have, these are the options that are going on, ease the player into it. As you can see right now, there isn't actually a combat. This is just a screen showcasing something that I would like combat to look like. So let's give it one more go through, because there's another option for it. So you explore around. Talking to everyone here doesn't do too much. I've made it so that there are some bounds here. You can't go too far down. And we head back out of town. And if we ignore our goblin here and head into this darker grass area, as you walk around, eventually, there we go, it encounters another set of the game, which would be similar in style to Pokemon or any sort of RPG where you may be able to acquire allies. The core loop would then be to acquire different kind of allies that would be spread about and use it to battle enemies that you would come across in order to progress through, ultimately getting to the end of the story of this little village and kind of discovering and unlocking what's going on without being too focused on the narrative part of it. One thing with this right now is that while it may look very, the clipping issues aside, it's actually just on a timer at the moment, but I'd like to have it set where, there we go. In the future, I'll be able to, at the very least, have it be a random encounter where you wouldn't know what exactly is going to come up. Those are not my assets for any reason. Um, and yeah, that's my demo for now. I know there's a lot of space to add things in. I'm excited to hear some feedback for it, and thank you for watching.